Okay, guys. So now Azure Data Engineering is nothing but it's a bunch of the cloud services where we have the data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. So these are all the jobs we can perform it by using the Azure Data Engineering. So wherein Azure is what? It is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. It is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. And data means what, guys? Data is nothing but the information. Data is nothing but what? Information. So data is nothing but what? Information. So data is nothing but the information. Wherein the next one, what is it? You have it. So engineering. So engineering is nothing but application of various techniques on the data. Application of various techniques on the data. Okay. So that is using the Azure. So the Azure data engineering consisting of the ADB, that is the Azure Databricks, and the next one we have it as what? Then we have the Azure Fabric. Then we have machine learning. So these are all the services. These are all the services we have in the Azure data engineering. So yesterday already we have discussed the whole process of the Azure data engineering. The whole process of the Azure data engineering starts from where, guys? From the data, basically. Am I right? Data. The whole process starts from what is it, guys? Everyone, the whole process starts from the data. The whole process starts from the data. So data means what? Data is nothing but the another name for the information. So in general language, we talk as a there is nothing but data, or we can say information. So information is nothing but what? That is nothing but the data. Wherein data or the information, from where we get this data or the information? From the business. What are the various businesses from where we can get the data, guys? That is the social networking sites. Yes, social networking sites. And then the next one we have it as what? Social networking sites. And then we have, what is that? The banking applications. We get the data from the banking applications. We get the data from the banking applications. Yes, guys, we get the data from the social networking sites, banking applications. And then apart from this, what is the other source of getting the data, guys? Right now it's very trending one, that is called as live streaming data. Live streaming data. So what is live streaming data? The data which we get on the continuous basis, guys. The data which we get on the constant basis, the data which we get on the continuous basis is called as, what is it, guys? Live streaming data. So what are the sources of getting the live streaming data, guys? What are the sources of getting the live streaming data? Yes, guys. So you have the stock market.
Devices.
Exactly. Now we have the, yeah, exactly. Right now, what is it? You have it, guys. The trading markets, all the trading markets, all the trading markets. Okay, all the trading markets are online right now. Such as we have the share market is there, Bitcoin market, everything. Can you see it? All those trading will keep on what? Fluctuating. Will be getting what? Data on the continuous basis. So that is called as what? Live streaming data. Suppose the cricket match, live cricket match is going on. So even that data is what? That is called as what? Live streaming. The whole process is nothing but called as what? Live streaming process. From the we get the data from the live streaming process. Whereas whatever the data generated by these sources will be very massive in nature. Very, what is that? Massive in nature, which is called as what, guys? Everyone, big data, which is called as what? big data. Massive data or the huge volume of the data or the bulky data is called as what? Big data. It is called as what, guys? Everyone, it is called as the big data. It is called as what? Big data, guys. Okay, it is called as a big data. So whereas when it comes to the varieties of big data, can you tell me, guys? Yesterday we have already discussed what are the varieties of big data we can have. Yes, guys, can you tell me, please? I want the session to be interactive. Yes, guys, what is basically, what are the varieties of big data we can have? We can have what? Structured data.
And
Yes,
unstructured.
structured. And what is it? Semi-structured. Yes, exactly. Structured, semi-structured, and as well as the unstructured data. Structured, semi-structured, and as well as the unstructured data. So these are all the varieties of varieties of data we can have: structured, semi-structured, and the unstructured data. Structured data, you know already, the data which is kept in the form of a table. That is, table is a collection of, what is it, guys? Rows and columns. Rows and columns data is called as what? Structured data. And when it comes to the semi-structured data, guys, what do you mean semi-structured data? The data which we keep it in the JSON files, that is called as what? It is not purely understandable by the user, but still it will be in the user understandable format only. So hence it is called as what? The data which is kept in the JSON, or the data in the HTML format, or in the XML format, etc. Many more are there. So we all use, what is that? So these are all called as what? Semi-structured. So unstructured means what? The photos in your mobile phone, everyone, and the videos, videos, chat history, etc. And all this call comes under what's that? That is nothing but the unstructured data. So these are all the varieties of data we can have, guys. These are all the varieties of data we can have. That is called as what? Structured, semi-structured, and as well as the unstructured. Structured, semi-structured, and as well as the unstructured, guys. Structured, semi-structured, and as well as the unstructured. So these are the varieties of data we can have it, guys. That's it. The next one, guys, where do we store? Somebody is in unmute. So try to just, Ashish, I think, just mute yourself, because this is in recording, and the same will be recorded and it will be disturbing for, when you hear it again. So guys, next one. What is the next one we have it, guys? When it comes to this data. So you are clear with the data and what are the sources of data and what are the varieties of data. You are clear with the concept. Now, storage of the data. In the Azure, where do we store the data? Because actually, whatever the data we get it, the data required to be stored somewhere. Am I right? In Azure, where do we store it? We store the data into the Azure storages. We store the data into what's it, guys, everyone? Azure storages. So what are the storages? Yes, what are the storages you can have, guys, everyone? We have discussed some storages now. What are those? The first one is called as what? Azure Blob Storage. Means what? Everyone, what do you mean blob storage, guys? Everyone, the blob storage stands for what? Binary large object. Okay. The blob storage stands for what? Binary large object. The binary large object. So wherein we can store any kind of data, whether you want to store the structured data, this guys, whether you want to store the structured data, or you wanted to store the semi-structured data, or you want to store the unstructured data. So these are all varieties of data we can store it here. So irrespective of the data you have it, whether it is semi-structured, structured, or the unstructured. So all these varieties of data we can store it into the, yes guys, Azure Blob Storage. We can store it into the Azure Blob Storage. But here, guys, what is that? The next one is what? This is called as a limited storage, guys. It is not an unlimited storage, but this is the very basic storage, and it is called as a limited storage. It is called as what? Limited storage. It is called as what? Limited storage. This is a limited storage. Okay. Wherein the next one you Azure data. So when we talk about the Azure Data Lake Gen 2, guys, the Azure Data Lake Gen 2 can also store all the varieties of data. But here The same one is what is that you have it. This is called as it can store what? Unlimited storage. So here the data storage is what? Unlimited. The data storage is what? Unlimited. The data storage is what? Unlimited storage. So there will be no limitation for storing the data. That is called as unlimited storage. That is, we have it as what? Data lakes. Okay. So data lake. So you must be okay. Even seeing in the job descriptions nowadays as a data lakes. What are data lakes, etc. So this data lakes are nothing but what? Where you have the data kept in the that is nothing but where the data is kept in the lake form. So anyways, the data within the the data that is Azure Data Lake Gen 2 will be stored in the DFS format. That is called as what? Distributed file format. We'll discuss what is distributed file format, what are the type of distributions, how the data is distributed, okay, what are the partitions and how it will be. Everything I'll explain you, don't worry. And the next one is what is that you have it? Azure SQL database, guys, everyone. Azure SQL database. Azure SQL database. So when we talk about the Azure SQL database, when we talk about the Azure SQL database, so the Azure SQL database is nothing but what? Here you can store only one type of data. What is that? Structured. There is no other variety of data supported here, guys, except the structured data. Except the structured data. No. Yeah, please respond.
Class recording kai?
Somebody just put yourself in the mute mode. Isma, please. Okay. So here you have what? Azure SQL database. So Azure SQL database is what? Azure SQL database is a place where the data is recorded onto the cloud environment. And here it is stored in the structured format. The next one, guys, you have what is it? Azure. Yes, guys. Azure, what is it? You have it? Elastic pools. So now various databases club at a place. It is called as what? Elastic pool. Those are called as what? Elastic pools. Okay. So here mostly the elastic pool stores the structured data. There is no other scope of storing the any other kind of data. Whereas the next one you have it as what? Azure Cosmos DB, guys. Cosmos DB. So the Cosmos DB is also called as what? Everyone, NoSQL database. It is also called as what? NoSQL database, wherein we can store the data. Okay, structured data we can store it, and as well as we can store the semi-structured data. We can store the structured data and as well as the semi-structured data. We can store the structured data and the semi-structured data. Then afterwards, we have it as what? The sixth one. The next one, what is it? You have it? Azure, yes guys, Synapse Analytics. Azure Synapse Analytics. Azure Synapse Analytics. Azure Synapse Analytics. Okay, so here you have what? Azure Synapse Analytics. So guys, Azure Synapse Analytics. Okay, the Azure Synapse Analytics. Azure Synapse Analytics, wherein the Azure Synapse Analytics, this is called as a data warehouse of Azure, guys. So yesterday we have already discussed what is a data warehouse, how the data warehouse will be, what is the use of data warehouse, and what is the basic concept of creating the data warehouse. Am I right? So guys, here you have what's that? So here you can have what's that? The Azure Synapse Analytics is nothing but the data warehouse of Azure. So we can store the data warehouse of Azure, wherein the whole data is stored in the, okay, wherein the data is stored in the, yes guys, wherein the data is stored in the, yes guys, wherein the data is stored in the, here is what is in the cleansed format. That is the final layer of the data, where before the data reaches the Synapse, before the data reaches the data warehouse, the data is cleansed. All the operations on the data will be made out. And final layer of the data, here you will have what is that? The Azure Synapse Analytics. That is called as the final layer of the data. That is called as what, guys, everyone? The final layer of the data. So these are all some of the storages we can have, guys. These are all some of the storages we can have it in Azure. These are all the some of the storages we can have it in Azure. So apart from this, guys, you have many more. as yesterday I told you that you have around 90 plus storages. How many storages you have? 90 plus storages. So altogether, if you calculate one by one, you will have 90 plus storages are there. So now how to view that? So guys, now I'll tell you the basic starting of this process. So to begin with the process, guys, everyone, you will have to log in here to the azure.com. Everyone log into the azure.com, azure.com. What is it? Here you have a azure.com. After logging into the azure.com, you require to provide your, the details, whatever the, that is your mail ID, etc. Once the all details are provided, then guys, you can or the credit card, anything you can use it here. It doesn't matter. Okay, guys. So here we can use what is that? The debit or credit card. And once we use the same, it will be rerouted back to the portal.azure.com. So this is the actual final page where we are going to work from now onwards. Portal.azure.com. Portal.azure.com. What is it, guys? Portal.azure.com. So we'll be using the portal.azure.com. Portal.azure.com. Yes. Portal.azure.com. We are going to use what is that? Portal.azure.com. So now I'll take you to the portal.azure.com as well. So just a minute, guys. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, guys, everyone is able to see the browser?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Yeah, so this is the browser, you have it. So simply you can type it here, azure.com. Azure.com, you can use it here. So guys, everyone, so this is the page wherein you have it. So here, can you see here? You can click on the Get Started with Azure. You can click on Get Started with Azure. So you have two models here. One is the Try Azure for free. That means it will give you a free subscription for the first month. Okay, for the first 1 month, it will give you free subscription. Only if you are using, guys, only if you are using the free subscription, you will, that is nothing but if you're using the ADF, then it will come for 1 month. And if you use ADB, Azure Databricks, it will come only for 20 days, not more than that. Okay. So we can try Azure for free here, or else you can start with the pay as you go model. The difference here is that if you go with the try Azure for free, all the services won't work, guys. Most of the services won't work. Very basic level of thing you will have it. So just log into the pay as you go model. You will have the pay as you go model wherein you can take all the subscriptions. You can take all the subscriptions. That means if you want Azure SQL or if you want the Azure Cosmos DB, okay, all these you can take it here, guys, without any hesitation. You can just use them. Okay. And when it comes to this, the next one, whatever you have it, obviously you can, whenever you don't require, even you can cancel the subscription. You'll have that opportunity to cancel the subscription as well at any point of time if you don't want to continue with the pay as you go model. Okay. So just click on this pay as you go model now. So it is signing up. That means it will, obviously I'm signed up here now. So it will reroute me to my page itself, that is to my mail ID, everything. Insure consultant.adf summary. So it's taking it to, it's rerouting it to my page itself. Okay. It's rerouting back to the my page. So because already I'm registered here. So hence, guys, simply what we can do, if I send, click on send code, it again, one code will come. If I fill that code, so it will log in me to the page. So what is that page? That page is called as portal.azure.com. This is the page. Everyone, this is the page where you're going to work on. Can you see here, everyone? This is the page, actual page where we are going to work on, guys. This is the page you're going to work on. This is the page you're going to work on, guys. What is that? portal.azure.com. Portal.azure.com. Okay. So here, guys, these are all the frequently used services. Say I'm using these services very frequently. As I'm using these services very frequently, these are appearing on the top. If not, you can just click on the more services as well. Okay. So if you click on the more services, the number of services, the number of what is that services offered by the Azure will also appear here. Can you see here? Artificial intelligence plus machine learning. So how many services you have it? 22. Then afterwards, after the words, what is it? All the analytical services. What are the analytical services you have it? Can you say? 23 are the analytical services. Likewise, you have compute services. Okay, compute means what? The all server related things. So here you have what's that? Clusters, 38. Can you say 38 services you have it here? And then apart from this, guys, what is the next thing you have it? Apart from this, what's the next thing you have it? Okay, you have the container. So now containers are 11. That means these are the storages, guys. Containers means what? Ultimately, these are the storages. So how many storages you have it? 11 type of different containers are there. How many? 11 type of different containers are there. And databases. So how many databases are right now supported or available here? 19. So that means 11 plus 19 means what, guys? Yes, 11 plus 19 is what? 20. Am I right? 20 storages. So now these are some DevOps. Can you share? These are some DevOps applications which you can use. Guys, even you can start the Azure DevOps here. You can see Azure DevOps organization, Azure okay deployment environment. We can start the DevOps as well. These are all, see, if you take one subscription, in that you can just Azure DevOps will be one of the service, guys. Azure DevOps will be only what? One of the service. Okay. So need not buy anything separately for DevOps again here. Okay. Then afterwards, guys, what is the next thing you have it? Just a minute, just a minute. Just click the buy to mistake. Now, guys, again, next one. What is it you have it? Can you see? Again, you have this one. DevOps services are there and general services. These are some general services. From can you see among these general services? Again, you can have some of the storages, some of the storage services also. Then again, you have what's that? Hybrid plus cloud plus multi-cloud is there. These are some hybrid plus multi-cloud services. So what are all these services? We will see one by one, guys. Don't worry on this. Okay. What is hybrid plus multi-cloud? And these are some identity, okay, services wherein can you here you have the all this kind of app registrations is there, enterprise application is there, Azure AD, that is AD stands for Active Directory, and Entra Connect is nothing but Active Directory is renamed with the name called that is nothing but Entra Connect now. Okay, and that's it. And apart from this, can you see here IoTs, that is Internet of Things. These are some of the services we have it. These are management and governance. And again, you have what is this? Migration services. These are some migration. Okay, so Azure migration, that is database migration service is there, and mixed reality monitor. That means based on some things, it has classified its services. These are some networking services. These are some security services, and these are again storages. So previously we had how many? 20 storages. Now here you have what's that, guys? Here you have what's that? 18 storages. So 20 plus 18 means what? Almost all 38 storages. Likewise, again you can have what's that? This is web and mobile applications. Even you can use it on the mobile application, guys. Just like you have the Logic App apps. You have the Logic apps. Logic App is there. So guys, this you can use it on your mobile phone as well. You can install it on your mobile phone as well. Okay, so just to Logic Apps are nothing but just to monitor your runs, just to monitor your runs, guys. Runs means the pipeline runs. Okay, the pipeline runs and all. You can just use this one as well. Okay, so these are all the various services we have it, guys. Okay, so these are all the various services offered by the Azure. Okay, guys, offered by the Azure, guys. So here you have what is that? All the various. So guys, these are all the services we have it now, guys. So hope everyone is clear with this, how to get into this Azure portal.azure.com. Everyone is clear? Please respond. If you say something, I'll just move further, guys.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Okay, guys, the next one after this, let us start with the services. What are the services you have it? And what are the services we are going to see? All these are the services, guys. Everyone, these are all the services we are going to see it here. ADF, ADB, Synapse, OpenAI, and the machine learning. These services we are going to start now. Now, guys, so let us start with the services here. So we have, what is that? Everyone. So these are all the services we have it, guys. Everyone, okay? Okay, so let's start with the first service. Let's see the abbreviation of all of them, guys. So ADF is nothing but what? This is the very, the primary service we can say, which is called as what? Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory. Okay, wherein, guys, the Azure Data Factory, everyone, the Azure Data Factory is used for what purpose? Can you see here, guys? Data migration we can use, and data integration, and as well as the data summarization we can do it here, guys. Everyone, so the Azure Data Factory is used to perform the following jobs. What is that? Data migration means what, guys? Moving the data from the on-premises environment to the cloud environment. Moving the data from the on-premises environment to the cloud environment. Just like, as you know, when you want to move, there is some data in your mobile phone, you want to move the data, or there are some pictures, photos in your mobile phone. Those photos you wanted to move it, guys. Those photos you wanted to move it from your mobile phone to the the Google Drive memory. So at that time, what we do, we move, just simply use what? Okay, guys, so here you have what's that? So here you have what's that, guys? Data migration services, data integration services, and data summarization services. That means the ADF can be used, the Azure Data Factory can be used for all these services. Wherein, guys, the next one, what is that you have it? Data visualization. The visualization, mostly that ADF won't support it, but we have to use some kind of a Power BI tool to make out the process done. Then you have the ADB, guys, that is called as what? Azure Databricks. So the Azure Databricks, that means Databricks we are using in Azure. Databricks we are using in Azure. So hence this is called as what? Azure Databricks. So Azure Databricks can perform even the data visualization job. Even the data visualization job can be done by the Azure Databricks, guys. And now when we talk about the, somebody put yourself in the mute, ma, please. Synapse. Hello. Yeah, guys, put yourself in the mute, please. Bhargavi, please, ma, put yourself in the mute. Okay, next one. What is your Azure Synapse? So, guys, the Azure Synapse is a complete one point all solutions type of service where you have it, where it's a complete integrated service wherein you will have the ADF features. Yes, guys, you will have the ADF features. That means what? Data integration service, data migration service, data integration service. Okay, then apart from these integration services, we will also have, guys, Power BI, which can generate the, guys, which can generate the various reports. Okay, wherein, guys, you can perform the disk, that is nothing but predictive analysis. We can perform the predictive analysis. Okay, and we can also perform the, okay, we can that is nothing but okay, we can also perform almost all the things like predictive analysis, using of the Power BI, data integration, data migration, ADF features, everything is you'll plus apart from this, guys, plus we can also have what? Data lake, Gen 2. Gen 2 is also, can you see here, intact into the same Synapse. So basically, one point, all solutions, everything is there into the Azure Synapse. Okay, guys, everything is there into the Azure Synapse. But Databricks is different, guys. This feature of using the Databricks, creating the notebooks and all these things, anyways, it's not available in Synapse, but we can integrate them. But we can integrate and we can run the notebook from the Databricks environment to the Synapse environment. And okay, we can do that process. That is, anyways, that's the feature you have it here. Okay. So then apart from this, guys, what is it you have it? Then the next one you have it as the machine learning techniques. So here, guys, in the machine learning, so what do you understand if I am using the word called machine learning? Guys, go very simple. Don't complicate the subject anytime. So what do you mean by machine learning? What do you understand by machine learning? Split it. Learning, machine. That means learning from the machine is nothing but it's called as what? Everyone? Machine learning. Am I right or not? So guys, yeah, learning from the machine. Suppose I am giving, guys, 200 plus 300 is equal to what? I have given my input. So machine will read the data and it will give you the output. That means what? I'm learning it from the machine. That is 300 plus 200 is equal to what is that? 500. Am I right or not? So are we getting educated from the machine or not? Are we learning it from the machine or not, guys? The same thing we do it here in the machine learning techniques. That means here we design guys, the type of statistical models that is called as, suppose you wanted to perform the predictive analysis. You wanted to perform the predictive analysis. Okay, so for performing the predictive analysis, we use the statistical technique. What is the statistical technique, guys? We use it. Yes, we use a statistical technique called GLM, which stands for, somebody please put yourself in the mute mode. Who is this? Sanket. Please, ma, Sanket. Okay, what is it? You have it, the statistical technique called general linear model. What is it? GLM stands for what? General linear model. And then apart from what is it, GLM, you have it, you have ANOVA. I think you might have heard about this if you're from, okay, the statistics background or from the commerce background. You might have heard about this GLM ANOVA. So using these all techniques, what is that? LO, that is nothing but ANOVA, GLM, we can design the predictive models. We can design, what's that? Predictive, yes, guys, predictive models, or we can say predictive models. Okay, we can design the predictive models by using the machine learning. Okay, guys. So, okay, these are the things we have it. And now the next one, what is it you have it? AI. This is basically, guys, what is the thing which you have before the AI? Can somebody tell me? Before the AI, came into the existence, what was the thing we used to have before AI?
Search engine.
Search engine. Okay, search engine. Yeah,
maybe
fine.
chatbots or chatbots.
Have you ever heard of, guys, BI?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is? Yeah, BI is what? Business intelligence. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Okay, so in the business intelligence, so are you guys aware of what is business intelligence?
Yeah, it's a combination of ETL reporting and all.
Yes.
The
Business
data.
intelligence. I will explain you very simplified language. Don't worry on this. Okay, business intelligence. Business intelligence is what? Simply, I'll write one abbreviation, guys. Conversion of, guys, everyone, data into information. Conversion of what is it, guys? Data into information. Somebody please put yourself in the mute, ma. Please, please. Okay, so what's it you have it, guys? Conversion of data into information. Then application of application of knowledge on information. Application of knowledge on the information. This is called as business intelligence. So I will explain you what is this. Don't worry. Very simplified example I have taken here, guys. Okay. So now, so guys, what is it you have it? Conversion of data into information. Conversion of data into information means what? Data. Now, guys, I will take my example only. My example only, I'll take it. Guys, right now, this class is going on. Everyone. So this class is going on. Now, guys, the issue is that as the class is going on, before, okay, I call you for a demonstration, or before I call you for the class, first of all, I will collect what? Data. Am I right or not, everyone? Yes, first of all, I collect the data or not?
Yes.
I'll be collecting the data. So from where do I get the data? From any business we get the data. Am I right or not? Okay, business means what? If you are using, guys, everyone, if you are using some social networking sites, okay, there you might have clicked some interest. So I can say social networking sites. So in the social networking sites, guys, you might have placed your interest. So from there, I collected the data. After collecting the data, how do I convert the data into information, guys? Suppose I got the data of 100 students. How many students, guys? Everybody? I got the data of how many students here? 100 students. Now, guys, how do I convert this data into information? That means these 100 students information I have collected from the social networking sites. Okay. Wherein those who are interested to learn computer courses, simple, in vague language, computer courses, I'll say. But whereas out of all of them, I have shortlisted few of the students. How? On what basis? So they have so generally, if you go onto any kind of web page, even if you go to, okay, guys, even if you go to my web page here, can you see? Yeah, I'm taking you to my web page, guys. Everyone, even if I'm taking you to my web page, here you have my web page. Can you see? This is my web page. Everyone, just a minute. I'm sharing you the screen now. Can you see here, everyone? Just come down. Here, can you see here? You will have, what is it? That is contact us is there. Once we click on this contact us, can you see here? Here you will get it. Some form is, we are getting it. So generally it is asking for what? Your mail ID. Can you see here? Your mail ID, your name, subject which you are interested into, and your message. And you can click on submit. If you click on submit, that will reach me. Am I right or not, everyone? So, but now here, what is the question here is, once you have done like this, all the 100 students, so I got a massive amount of data. But to call you for a demonstration, what is that I need? I need some information. What is that information I need to collect it? Yes, I require your name and your number. Am I right or not, everyone? I require your name and number, and I don't require rest of the things, your email ID, etc., or might be some other information. I don't require it. So now, guys, can you see here? Can you see here? I have summarized the information in the form of what? Name and mobile number only out of all the 100 students. So this is nothing but the data, and now I have made it converted into the information. This is called as what? Information. So this is called as the process of what? Converting the data into, what is that, guys? Information. Converting the data into, what is that? Information. And now how do we apply the knowledge? How do we apply the knowledge here? How do we apply the knowledge? Suppose you have altogether 20 students are there. Out of the 20, guys, out of the 20, 12 are interested to join the evening batch, and 8 are interested to join the morning batch. Suppose 8 are interested to join the morning batch. Now, guys, if you just look into the figures and start the batch, then what is the knowledge you're applying? Nothing, no? But here you have to apply your knowledge. That means if you're uh, starting the evening batch, it is more beneficial for the from the the organization point of view. And whereas if you're starting only evening batch, that is morning batch, not so beneficial. Evening batch is more beneficial. But if you just look into the data and start the batch, what is the knowledge you applied? No, no. So here one more thing we have it. Out of the 12, 6 are students who are preferring evening batch, who are preferring sorry, out of this 12, sorry guys, out of this 12, okay, 4 are students who can come at any time, and 4 are employees who can join only morning time employees. So can you see here, if you could able to convert this 4 students from the evening batch, sorry, morning batch to the evening batch, then what will be a score you will have it, guys? What will be the score you will have it? Tell me now. You'll have the 12 plus 4 is what? 16 students. Am I right? So can you see here? This is nothing but the knowledge. This is nothing but the knowledge you're applying it. This is
Sir,
nothing but the
please share
knowledge you're
notebook,
applying.
sir.
Huh?
Notepad, please share the notepad, sir.
Sorry. Acha, it's in the stuck on a web bar. Okay, sorry. Can you see here, guys? If I could able to convert this morning batch, 8 students out of 8, 4 are employees and 4 are students. If I could able to convert the students to come into the evening batch, then what will be my score? 12 plus 4 is equal to what? 16. So what I'm doing, by applying the knowledge, I'm improvising my business. Am I right or not? By applying the knowledge, I'm improvising my business. So hence, this is called as what, guys? This is called as what? Application of knowledge on the data. So whereas conversion of data into information, information to the knowledge is called as BI. That is called as what? Business intelligence. Now, what do you mean by artificial intelligence, guys? Here, artificial intelligence is nothing but it is more advanced one, wherein suppose, can you see here, guys? Suppose you wanted to write the code, 10 lines code is there. Suppose you wanted to get an external file from some external source into the Azure. So here, the advantage of using the AI is that the AI will write the code for you. The only thing in the AI is that artificial intelligence, you have to ask the system or you have to ask the Azure AI in a proper language or Azure understandable language. So it will generate the code for you. You need not write it. You need not write the code here. You need not do anything. Everything it does for the user. That is called as what? Artificial intelligence. That is called as what? Artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is a more advanced concept or the technique where simply it generates the code for the user. Whatever the thing you want, it will do it. Suppose you want to create a banner, it will create a banner for you definitely. But subject to which the method of asking, how you have to ask, and what is the words you have to use in asking, or it should understand that. So if that is done, then this will be very easy. So now here we are going to see, guys, the Azure AI. So how to write the techniques using which the whole code should be written by the Azure itself, by the Azure AI itself. So these are all the services we are going to start up here, guys. ADF, ADB, Synapse, that is nothing but ML, and also the AI, that is called as what? Artificial intelligence. Okay, guys. These are all the techniques, or these are all the services we are going to here look into the same. So, guys, these are the services we have it. So, from tomorrow onwards, guys, we are going to start with the first service, that is called as what? Azure Data Factory. So, from tomorrow, we are beginning the practicals, guys. Everyone, we are beginning the practicals from tomorrow, and the link will be changed from tomorrow. Okay, the link, there will be new link. So I request everyone to, okay, contact me on this number. Okay, guys, so contact me on this number. So for getting the new link, everyone, okay, for getting the new link, you can just contact me. I'll send you the link, guys. Okay. What is in Fabric? Fabric is, guys, Fabric is more advanced than the Synapse as well. The Synapse is also there in Fabric. Synapse is also available in the Fabric. Okay. So anyways, that's a very, interesting thing. We'll have it in Fabric. Okay. So guys, everyone, I request you to just contact me on this number. Okay. You can message me or okay, just and you can provide me your name, okay, and email ID, because I'll be giving you the LMS system access. So I want the email ID, guys, and your mobile number. Everyone. So these are all the details. Just okay, send it to me on this number. I have a WhatsApp on this number. You can send me, or everyone can just contact me as well. Okay.
Samir, actually, we are your previous batch student. So,
Yeah. I got it. You can just contact me. I'll tell you the process. Okay.
okay. Thank you. Good.
Okay, guys. Those who are already like existing students, contact me. I'll tell you the process. Need not worry on this. Okay. Okay, guys. So just contact me. I'll provide you rest of the things, and I will. Guys, I require the mail IDs. It's mandatory. Okay, because without the mail ID, I cannot provide you the LMS system. This thing. Okay. So that, guys. So I'm just ending up the class here today. Everyone, I request you to message me for the new link, etc. For the continued classroom tomorrow. Okay. Uh, any other questions if you have, you can ask. Please go ahead.
Sir, one thing. Can you just, whenever
Yes,
you're
any
sharing,
questions, ma?
yeah, can you just share this notepad also when you're sharing the
So,
recording?
guys, if you have any questions.
Samir, am I audible?